What's up, YouTube peoples? Manny, oh, I should do the Manny giggle since this is a Manny video. I gotta give a little Manny giggle in there for today's amazing, spectacular, great video on this palette right here. This Life's a Drag palette. And yeah, we're gonna look at it. Oh, it is so pretty. I've already been using this. I got it as soon as like that first wave of palettes came out, so I've had it for a quick minute. So it comes in with this little plastic thing, which is pretty good quality, I must say. It's not like that cheap plastic that they usually just put on top, so I keep it. And here's the palette with the brush. It is so beautiful. And if you follow me on Instagram, and most of you guys are probably my friends watching this, so you guys, of course you guys follow me on Instagram, so you saw like the more dramatic look that I did with it, and all the shades are so amazing. They're, you know, like I wouldn't expect anything less from Manny, and yeah, they're great. And just like if you saw his review or like his demo swatching all of the shades, they do stain, like the pink, the red, the purple. They do stain like your skin. When I swatched them on my skin or like on my finger, it stained my finger, but nothing like crazy where, you know, where it's not gonna come off. It's kind of like when you eat hot Cheetos and you get that stain on your hand, but even less. Like if you go wash your hand and scrub the stain, the dye off, it'll come off. But anyways, but if you have makeup on underneath and you take your makeup off, it doesn't stain, so it's not that big of a problem. So I'm gonna do a more like natural, well, not natural, but I'm gonna stick to more like this side of the palette. I was gonna do both, but I don't really want to do both, so I'm just gonna stick to like this side of the palette for the most part. But let's get into it. Let's talk a little bit about Manny. Man, I feel like a mother, like a little mama hen, because I remember watching him, and I remember him being on the floor of his room making videos. And I remember I would show my mom, like, Mom, look at this guy, like, you know, he's so funny, and he does amazing makeup. And you know, even she was impressed by, like, you know, his makeup skills and just his personality. Because so I forgot to tell you what color I was dipping into. I was dipping into, what is this? Sickening, in this one. I'm just gonna do a little of that. But anyways, so yeah, so I started watching him. I remember I probably started watching him at like his like third video when he started getting really big. And I didn't know. I thought that he had his channel for a while, and I was just like, oh my god, where has this guy been, you know, all my life? Like, it was just kind of like, you know, it was so refreshing because I was watching the same people over and over. And so when he came out, it was amazing, and it was so different than what I was used to watching. And I'm sure if I go back onto his onto one of his first videos, you can see that I had commented, you know, something similar to that. And then I remember telling all my cousins, I was like, you guys have to watch him. This guy is amazing. Like, he's so talented and he's so funny. And my cousin, my older cousin, she was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Like, I went to school with him. And I don't know what grade, but she had went, because she lived in San Diego at the time. Her and her family had lived in San Diego at the time, and in Chula Vista. And I guess they had went to school together. And it's crazy to see how he was in high school, because he was so reserved and kind of, you know, kept to himself, as opposed to how he is now, you know, like how much he has changed and how different he is now. And I think that's so amazing that, you know, that he got the opportunity to do this and to kind of like come into his own. Now I'm gonna take let's see, what am I gonna take? I'll probably take Hunty. I'll take Hunty next. On that brush I was using was a Morphe M441. Now I'm gonna get the a crown. I think it's a crown brush. I'm not too sure. It's a crease brush. Get a little hunty on there. And so she was just telling me, and I'm like, oh my, like that's crazy, you know, that you went to school with him. And then I got to meet him once. I ran into him at Universal Studios.
Say hi, guys. Hi. I don't know how you guys find me, but I love you guys.
And he is so sweet, so nice. Like I didn't want to bug him because he was with his family, but when we asked him to take a picture, he never he didn't even well, at least it didn't seem like he cared. He was just like, yeah, of course, he was so sweet. I have the picture over here somewhere. Oh. Yeah, it fell off my wall. I don't know why that picture always falls off, but I'll get that stuck on. But he was just so sweet and so, caring. But, I really appreciated that, especially him being with his family, that he wasn't, kind of standoffish. I'm just gonna I'm putting Hunty in the crease, but I'm not taking it up as high as I did with Sickening. I'm kind of going a little lower just to kind of create a little depth in my eye. Sorry if I don't look at the camera too much. I'm trying to. Oh, and by the way, can we talk about this mirror? Mine's a little dirty right now, but look at how big the mirror is. And then it says "Be a Queen" on it. It's backwards right now, but it's really cute. Just everything about the palette and the way that he set up all the colors, I really like that. It kind of, it's kind of cut in half, and you have the more, everyday wearable, eyeshadows, and then you have the more pops of color, the beautiful bright vibrant colors. And let me tell you, they are all pretty true to color when you put them on your eyelid. Even this one, he says that it's like it doesn't have as much like pigment. This is more like a transition color, but even though that it's a transition color, I think it is so beautiful. Like, look at that. That was one swatch, okay? One swatch. Transition color, I think not. That is a beautiful color. I think he did a really amazing job, and I'm happy that he went back to his roots and how he started makeup with drag makeup, and that's what he created his palette for. So I was gonna do my whole idea for this video was gonna do like one eye, more of a wearable everyday makeup, and then the other one, the more dramatic makeup that you saw on my Instagram. But then I was thinking about it, and that look, and I only did one eye, took me forever to do. It probably took me like 2 hours to do, because one, I'm not that good at a drag type of makeup, and I never did it before. That was my first time ever attempting to do a drag style makeup, and I thought it came out pretty good. Was there some things that I could have fixed? Yeah, but you know what, I was pretty proud with myself with how that whole how that look came out. But to try and attempt it again, oh my god. But I kind of got the idea for that look. When you get the palette, it comes with this beautiful, gorgeous picture of everybody with the makeup on, and I was kind of trying to do something like this, a look kind of like hers, because I thought it was not that all these other ones are just gorgeous just as this one, but this one kind of, I don't know, it just kind of spoke to me, and I love this one. I tried to do something like that, but I wanted to incorporate some of the other colors as well, and that's kind of what I based myself on. And what I really like about this palette is that it kind of makes you want to play around with color more and kind of go more out of your comfort zone sometimes. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of mug on a MAC 217 brush. Oh, tap tap tap. You see, like, it's not that bad. Like, look at this. I'm tapping pretty hard, and it's nothing crazy, Little, don't mind that. I'm gonna go into the crease a little bit more and just deepen it and get into the outer V of my eye. And then I'm gonna go in with the brush that I used Hunty with, and I'm just gonna kind of help blend a little. And at the time when his makeup videos came out, I don't think I really watched any other guy doing makeup. Probably Patrick Starr I watched, but like it wasn't that big of a, you know, of a variety of people on YouTube doing makeup at the time. And I thought it was just so, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I wish I could go back and watch his video and like get that feeling of watching his video for the very first time, because it was really a great, you know, a great time in the YouTube world. You know, at the time I was only watching like not that they're bad, but you know, that was just, you know, the people at the time that I would watch was like the Jaclyn Hills, the you know, Nicole Guerrero, you know, those people at the time. And I still do watch them, you know, not that it stopped me from watching them, but you know, it was just great to see something different, you know. And now look at all the, you know, guys doing makeup now. You have, you know, Gabriel Zamora, Jeffree Star, James Charles. I apologize for not zooming into my face. I'm so sorry. We didn't think about it, honestly. I didn't even think about it. And I'm gonna go with this gorgeous, beautiful color, Legendary. It's a very true to gold color. Let me go ahead and swatch that. And that's without getting any like Fix Plus or anything on there. Look at that. Isn't that? Guys, that doesn't make you happy and want to cry a little bit? I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with, I'm sorry, that was dramatic. With this Luxie 211 brush, and kind of tap in there. I like to use his shimmers with my finger, but I'm gonna use it with the brush today because we're professionals here, guys. Okay. Oh, now I'm gonna do a little spritzy, and I'm gonna pack it on all over the eye. And honestly, there's like little to no fallout with this, with any of his shadows, honestly. But look at that. Look at that, you guys. I mean, do I have to say anything more? I don't think so. I don't think I do. And I kind of want to concentrate the most gold right here in the center of the eye, just to kind of make it pop. And I'm just gonna kind of feather it out into the mug color in the corner, and out here in the corner as well. That makes me so happy, and it just kind of elevates your look. Beautiful, gorgeous, perfect. Mwah. Let's do the other eye. But we took a brief intermission to eat some chips and salsa, and it's kind of spicy. So if you see me, you know, sniffling or, you know, doing that every now and then, you see a little runny nose action, it's because it was pretty spicy, and I was pretty hungry. So anyways, whatever, we're back. So now I'm gonna take Shady and Mug, go back and forth, mix a little, can't see, go like that, and go like that, tap tap tap. And I'm gonna go into the outer corner and kind of smudge a little darkness in there, because I'm not a wing liner type of person. I'm not a liner person, period. I probably will at some point get into it, but for now I don't really wear liner and I'm not good at it, so I wouldn't try to teach you guys how to do it if I don't know how to do it myself. And I'm just gonna kind of press it into like the outer corner of my eye, going in a little bit, not too far in, and just smudging it. I was saying something about Manny, but I don't remember what exactly it is that I was saying, so I guess I'll talk about something else. So I was doing keto for a quick minute. I was on keto for like a month. No, you weren't. Yes, it was like a month. No, it was 4 weeks.
It was like 2 weeks.
No, it was not 2 weeks, because the first week, or the first 2 weeks, remember, that's when I was feeling sick. Did it for like a month. It works. I think it works. I lost 5 pounds, so it works. I kind of feel like
Death.
Huh?
Death.
Like death, yeah. I really have like zero energy to do anything. Not that I had that much energy to begin with anyways, because I have a really messed up sleep schedule, but
Because the arches that shall not be named.
the arches, the golden arches that shall remain nameless. Well, I'm taking mug, by the way, on the same brush. I kind of cleaned it off a little bit to get some of the black off, but so now I'm taking mug and I'm going on underneath the lashes. But you get past like the first 2 weeks, honestly, everything kind of, you know, neutralizes and become like normal. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but there's a plane, a rude plane. Oh, thank you. So I thought it was going to be really hard for me, but I did it anyways because I just saw all the great results that people were getting. And so after the 2 weeks, it was really weird because I didn't really crave sweet. Like, it wasn't, I did at some point, and oh my gosh, it was the fun. Oh, I wish I could have recorded it because it was the funniest thing. So I got a recipe to make keto muffins. Now I'm gonna call out Katie or Lusterlux on this video because, well, she didn't say it was good because she hadn't made the muffins, but she had said she was gonna make these muffins, and this is the recipe that she got. So I was like, okay, let me get the same recipe and I'll make those muffins too. And they were like lemon poppy seed muffins, and let me tell you, when I say that they were the most disgusting things I've ever eaten, these were pretty disgusting. Like, the texture, like, not even the flavor. There was like really no flavor to it, except it was lemony. But the texture was like
a sponge.
Like spongy, but not in a good way. Like a nasty, wet sponge. Like, it was soft. And they were cooked. Some of them weren't, though.
No, the bottoms weren't cooked.
Oh, the bottom of it wasn't cooked, but the tops were already kind of getting burnt. Maybe it was the oven was probably too hot and the tops were burned, but even the tops, so we just started eating only the tops of the muffin, but even that had just a really weird texture. Like, it was disgusting, and they weren't even sweet because you can't use sugar in anything keto. So they make you use stevia and erythritol. Now stevia tastes like the aftertaste of like Diet Coke. Not the best tasting sweetener, but it does make things sweet. And erythritol is like erythritol. Oh, I'm taking Sickening and Mug. Like, it tastes sweet but not sweet. It's a really weird. It's supposed to be like a natural sweetener. I don't know. It tastes really weird though. That wasn't my best moment, guys, and I was so sad that day because I was craving something sweet. Not even like, I wasn't craving candy. I was craving like, you know, like a muffin, something, bread. I was craving, okay, maybe it wasn't the sweetness factor, but I was craving bread because I can't eat bread on the diet either. And so that's why I decided to make the muffins, because I was like, okay, I can get the best of both worlds, something sweet, something, you know, carb like. And so I was just upset. I sat on the ground and we were eating the muffins on my kitchen floor, and I was so angry. I was angry because I was hungry, because not that this diet like stops you from eating, but because you're not eating any carbs, anything to soak up anything in your stomach. It's just pretty much, you know, a high fat protein diet. It, you know, you feel full, but you're not content. You don't ever feel content on this diet. And that was the one thing that I kind of didn't like. But I don't mind it either, you know, which is the reason why I would go back to it, and, you know, why I want to do it again. You see results, you know, and, you know, and I like that. And what I also like about the diet is that this is the only diet where you can, you know, You know, you can literally see it on blood work. You can, you know, check your urine. You know, you have those little keto strips to test your urine to see if you're in the process of ketosis, if you're in the process of you burning your fat now instead of the carbs and the sugar that you're consuming, which is amazing. So like I could literally keep track of it and make sure that I'm on the right track and that my body's doing what it needs to, as opposed to other diets where you're not really sure if it's working. I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Amrezy highlight and take this phalange.